The Zoom page, your YouTube page, not in the PowerPoint.
Yeah. I'm just trying to connect here and then. So yesterday was the highlight was yesterday was that we should offer whatever we can offer, at least Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. And then Krishna says, whatever you do, you offer me. Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam is for the devotees, those who do with the love. But if we do not have love, we can offer whatever we have, whatever we are doing. At least we are doing for ourselves, but we are offering the result to Krishna. And then Krishna said that by doing that, you will be free from the Shubha Ashubha. You will be free from the auspicious and inauspicious results. And you will become completely purified. And then he said, even a devotee of mine, even if he's sometime falls into any fall from its position, still you should consider him as a devotee, because since he has taken the path of devotional service, process will purify. And we also learn that Krishna is reciprocal. As we do, Krishna reciprocate accordingly with us. So today, till yesterday we did this sloka. So there was a we should not have a misunderstanding that, okay, all the sinful people, how do I accept them as a devotee? Because they are not devotees. Krishna says they are devotees because first of all, they were devotees, they are devotees, accidental fall down is there. So if there is an accidental mistake, an accident fall down, then, and the person is sorry about it, I made this mistake, but I'm sorry about it, then Krishna gives the next opportunity to improve and purify ourselves. So we should not make the mistake. Yeah. So today's shloka is in the continuation of the previous shloka. Shipram bhavati dharmatma sashva shantim nigacchati kaunteya pratijanahi name bhakta pranashyati. Shipram. So the previous shloka Krishna said, api chetsu duracharo bhajate mam ananya bhag sadhu reva samantavya samyak vyavasito hisa. The last shloka he says, api chetsu duracharo. Even a person is like he commits a mistake, he made some sinful act, but since he is worshipping me with ananya bhava, ananyas chintaya, this thing, so you should consider him as a sadhu. So now we have a doubt that how we can consider a person who is sinful as a sadhu. There, so that shloka Krishna continues here and says that he quickly become righteous and attains lasting peace. O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes. So this is a very much great
Hare Krishna. I think Mataji got disconnected. She will join back.
Hare Krishna. Sorry, my computer just called off. I'm restarting. So by the time we'll continue here. So Krishna here says that go and declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes. What does it mean? Why Krishna wanted Arjuna to say everything? Krishna is saying himself, and here Krishna says, Arjun, you go and declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes. What does it mean? Anybody who takes shelter of Krishna. Now Krishna makes the assurance that he will, even if we are doing mistake, Krishna will purify us, Krishna will correct us, Krishna will act like a father and gives us all the opportunity to improve. So he says, my devotee never falls down. This is a commitment of Krishna. That does not give us the arrogance. Okay, I'm Krishna conscious. Now I'm worshipping Krishna. I can make all mistakes and Krishna will take care of it. No, because the one thing is that devotee of Krishna is very, very conscious of not making any mistakes. But accidental mistakes, because we are a human being, sometimes happens. The devotees of Krishna are very, very careful, conscious of not doing things which is unfavorable. So that is the reason Krishna gives this assurance that if accidentally they fall down, I take care of them. I remove this thing. I give them the opportunity. I make sure that they come back again. So that is the thing. That is the assurance from Krishna. And this assurance Krishna does not give himself. And this assurance Krishna asked Arjuna to go and declare. Kaunte prati janahi name bhakta pranashyati. Means, hey, Kaunte means son of Kunti, you go and declare it. Why? Because Krishna says, sometime I break my promise. I broke my promise for Bhishma. I broke my promise for other places. But if my devotee says something, I will never break. For the Nal Kuver and Mani Griva, when we read the Damodar Leela of Krishna, Narad Muni had assured that once the Lord will come and he will give you darshan. You will get the darshan here you will become the tree in the courtyard of Nanda Baba and Yashoda Maya, and Krishna will come here and you will get the darshan there. So Krishna, and he will deliver you. So Krishna, one of the reason for Krishna's pastime of the Damodar Leela was that to deliver the Nalkuver and Mani Riva, because his devotee had promised. Bhishma Pitama side, then Bhishma Pitama had made a promise that I will see that your promise gets broken. And Krishna does not keep his vow, and thus he wanted to keep the vow of devotee. So Krishna is very, very particular that my devotees' vow should not be broken. My vow I can break, no problem. I can break my vow anytime. But my devotee's vow should not be broken. That much importance Krishna has given to devotee. That is also one of the reasons that when it is said that we should take the shelter of a guru, in our Krishna conscious life, we should take the shelter of a guru, we should take shelter of Srila Prabhupada. Why? Because we have no qualification. But if the guru recommends us, okay, Krishna, this fellow is very sincere, you accept. Krishna has to accept. Krishna cannot deny. The guru gives the recommendation for the Shishya. Okay, Krishna, this soul is very, very sincere. And he's really working hard to get you. Then if we recommend, then he recommends, then Krishna has to accept. So this is how Krishna keeps the promise of his devotees. He never breaks that's the reason even when we are offering food to Krishna, we have the tulsi leaf. Why we have the tulsi leaf? Because I may not have made the food in the right consciousness with the right ingredient, but if tulsi is there, Krishna will respect the tulsi. Because Krishna has given the vow. Anybody, if I am very pleased with your service, Tulsi Maharani, and he says, anybody offers me anything with you, I will accept. That is a promise Krishna has given to Tulsi Maharani. So when we keep Tulsi leaf, then Krishna is bound to accept that. So Krishna is very devotee friendly. Anything for the devotee, he is ready to do. So if devotee has made any vow that Krishna will do it, Krishna has to do it. There is no choice. There's no way that Krishna will not do. There's a I remember little faintly this story. There was a devotee and he used to sing for Krishna in one of the temple. And then Krishna used to come and hear his songs personally every day. So he used to write the poems and he used to sing and Krishna used to sing. So one day that devotee said, Krishna, I want you to come and sit in my lap. You come to hear this thing every day, but I want you to come and touch you, feel you, like I want to make you sit on my lap. Krishna said, that I will not do. For that, you have to get the shelter of a devotee of mine. If he recommends, I will do it. So he was in the temple working. He left that job of singing in the temple. He went to a Goshala and he started working with the cows there. And there was a devotee who was taking care of the cows, and he started submitting himself, and he was doing this thing over there, service. And there was one time he became very, very regular there, because he thought, if devotee will recommend, only Krishna will accept me. Otherwise, Krishna will not accept me. So then he was very sincere. He was doing all the odd jobs to the cows over there. So one day it was raining very heavily, and nobody came. There were many others also. Nobody came that day to serve the cows. So the master, the one who was there taking care of the cow, the head, he started calling his name. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? And he came to serve the cows over there. So that day he got that, now my name has been recommended by this my guru. So now Krishna will accept me. Then he thought, now Krishna will accept me. And then when he came back and he started singing, then he got darshan of Krishna, and Krishna accepted him. So that is how Krishna gives the importance to the devotees. So we all need that is the reason Guru Parampara is there. That is the reason spiritual master are there, because they recommend us. Without their recommendation, our life is not it is not accepted by the Lord, because we have many faults, many loopholes in our life. But if I serve the devotee and devotee recommends us, life will be changed. And there are many, many experienced devotees. Today, the devotee, the girl, she had come, her mother was there with me 15 years back. She was going with so much turbulence in her life, completely upside down in the family, with the husband, and a lot of things happened. But she went, and with the association of devotees, she stood there. Now she has become so competent, so this thing, and she says, everything, Mataji, has happened because of you all. Everything has happened because of you all. Because of the mercy of the devotee, she shifted to UK, she got so much association, and she had a mood to serve. So life has changed. So when the prayers of the devotees, they do for us, our life gets changed. So we need the blessings, mercy of the devotees. Because Krishna is as I said, the Krishna is very, very favorable to his devotees. He will never break his promise. So that's the reason here Krishna says, you go and declare, the ones who take shelter of me, he is never perished. I take care of that person. So sometime accidental fall down is there. But then Krishna improves us. Krishna removes those difficulties in our life. He gives us the opportunity. He purifies our consciousness and brings us back in his life. It's not that now I cannot do anything. Krishna will bring us back in his life. So, one second, I'm just opening. Any question for this shloka? Any comment from your side? How Krishna gives the assurance that I will take care of my devotees. Many places actually Krishna has given this assurance that I take care of my devotees. I take care of my devotees. My devotees are very, very dear to me. So this is Krishna's word and promise in many, many places, that I take care of my devotees.
Mataji?
Yeah.
I'm Aparna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Story, Mataji.
What story I told? Yesterday I told something to tell, na?
Yeah.
It was about
Jagannath Mataji.
Yes. Yeah. No, good, you reminded me. Yes. So there was a devotee of Jagannath, and he was living in somewhere in north, near close to Jaipur, and his name was Bandhu. Mohanty. He was from Odisha, but he had shifted to that place for a very, very long time. From generation, he was living there. Because he was from Odisha, everybody in the Odisha, they are very they have the Jagannath as their friend, Jagannath as their worshipable deities. So he had this. The once there was a time that there was a drought in the whole of the Rajasthan. So there was nothing to eat for the people. So for some days they were managing with what they have in their house. But slowly, everything got exhausted and the family had nothing to eat. So his wife said, can we go to some place? Do you have somebody, your friends or somebody, where we can stay there for some days? And because we have nothing here to eat, what can we do? How do we survive? Our children will die from hunger. So do you have some friends and all? So he says, no, I don't know anybody. I have only friend Jagannath. So yes, I have friend in Jagannath Puri. Okay, okay, let's go there. We will go there. At least he will be staying with him for some time, and when the drought will get over, we will come back here. So he told his wife, yeah, my friend is there, and we can go all there. And now from this Rajasthan going to Puri, that those days there were no like flights and all. The people were going for walking and bullock carts and all. Coming slowly, it took few days for them to reach there. So he came there. So he said he came near the temple, and his wife did not know that Jagannath is a god and all. So she thought maybe he has some friend. His name is Jagannath. So he came to the temple. By the time he reached to the temple was closed. So then he said, what happened? Where we'll go with all our things? Where we'll go? He said, no, my friends live here, but right now it is very late night. Probably he has slept. Tomorrow morning I will come. He will come back here and we will see him. So his wife said, okay. And then where do we go now? They had no place. They were not knowing anybody there. So behind the temple, there is a place. So they said, okay, we'll stay here in the night. And the morning we will come and go and meet this thing. So then he said, fine. The night they were all staying and everybody was very hungry, children, the wife and he himself, because they were traveling for so long and they had nothing to eat and also they were very, very hungry. So that time in the night after the Pujari left, so in the temple they have give the offering to the deities every, like Jagannath Mandir, many offering comes. So when the last night when the Pujari gives the offering, they close the temple. So this is a system of the temple. In the night also there is some bhoga kept for the Lord in the night to eat. So he took a silver plate from there. That day he took one plate and kept it in his behind the altar. So, and in the silver plate, so many nice things. He kept all the like whatever been offered to him. And in one of the person he sent and he said, your friend has sent this to you. So in the middle of night, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, somebody came and he said, your friend has sent because you are traveling. He is very busy. He could not see you today. And you came very late. Now, tomorrow you can see him, but since you have traveled so long and he had sent this prasad for you, you all eat nicely and then tomorrow we'll see. I said, fine. So he became very happy. Oh, my friend knew that I have come here and all those things. So they had nice bhoga offering from the Lord himself and everything. And since it was in the silver plate, next day morning when the temple Pujari came and he said, one silver plate is missing of the Lord. So temple is generally locked. So they were worried where the plate will go. So this, everybody was searching, where is this big silver plate, where the bhoga had been offered. The plate is not there in the temple. So when the bhoga was given to him after eating, he said, I will return. No, you keep the plate. Tomorrow we'll take. You just keep the plate with you. So he did not know anything. He just washed the plate and kept there. So everybody started, where the plate, that the news came out. Where is the plate of Jagannath? Where is the silver plate of Jagannath? So somebody said, oh, there was one family sitting there. They look very new to this place. And I could see one silver plate near them. Maybe that is the plate of Jagannath. So Pujari came here. He said, yeah, I have the plate. What is the problem? He said, no, where did you? Oh, my friend is there living in the temple and he has sent prasad for me. And this is the plate. He said he will take it tomorrow. So everybody started laughing that, this is Jagannath's plate. Who will send you the prasad? They thought maybe he has stolen, maybe he has done something wrong. So everybody has taken him. Nobody heard his voice and they said, we should put you in the jail and all. So in the night, then Jagannath Puri, if anything happens in the Puri, Jagannath Puri, the message goes to the king. And the king takes the decision what to be done. So all this news came to king. Then king thought, okay, he maybe he would have stolen the plate and all, so he should be in the prison. So the next day night, he was this thing. I came to see my friend. What is this? I got the Fauj gun. Next day I'm in the jail. And his wife said, why your friend is not coming to help? You said your friend is there. When he sent the bhoga, then everybody is blaming that we have stolen the. Why is not coming to help us? He said, I don't know. He also didn't know what to say. Then in the night, there was a dream in the Puri's king, and he said, oh king, what is the problem? If my plate, I gave it to my friend, what is your problem? My friend had come to see me for so long, and he was so hungry. If I gave my plate in prasadam in my plate, what is your problem? It is my plate. Now I gave my plate. What is your problem? You just go and release him right now. So then everybody knew that if this Mohanty is a Bandhu of Jagannath. His name had become Bandhu Mohanty. He is a friend of Jagannath and he has come all the way and he has been given this thing, and Jagannath himself has brought the food for him. And since then, that Bandhu Mohanty never left Odisha. He stayed there, and this was an instruction to the king that you should take care of my friend. My friend will stay here and he should not be hungry anymore, and you have to take care of my friend. So since then, there's a story of Bandhu Mohanty in that he stayed there and he was the guest of the whole of the kings, this thing. He is a friend of Jagannath. So this is how, and this is not very old story, and this is not hypothetical also. This is a real story which happened few hundred years ago. So
very nice, Mataji.
Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you.
So Krishna, once we become friend of Krishna, then Krishna takes care of us. This is a very special quality of Krishna, that he will not let you down. Krishna will not let you down. He has not let down anybody, whether it was Gajendra, whether it was Draupadi, whether it was Amrish Maharaj, whether it was Bhishma Pitama, whether it was Kunti Maharani, Arjun. He never let his down friend. That is what he says. My devotee never perishes. I take care of them. Lata, are you there to read?
Yes, Mataji. Krishna asked Arjuna to declare that his devotee never perishes. Because Krishna will uphold the declaration made by his devotee under all circumstances, whereas he can break his own promise if needed and accept the criticism for that. For instance, Krishna promised not to take weapon on the battle of Kurukshetra. He picked up a chariot wheel to attack Bhishma just to protect Bhishma's words. Bhakti unto Krishna does not consider not only the incidental faults arising by the action of a misbehaving devotee, but Bhakti does not even consider the inherent faults of such a person which arise from his very birth.
Yes. So anytime when we see the process of Bhakti is actually the purification. But the process itself is purification. Cheto darpan marjanam bhavma davagni nirvapanam. So the moment we start the process of bhakti, of hearing, chanting, and eating Krishna prasad, it starts purifying our heart. It's purifying our consciousness. So definitely the personality changes. And we all can feel that. Everybody can feel that. Maybe 1% change is there, maybe 0.5% changes, but there is a change. Because the process is like that. The process itself is purifying. So nobody can say, oh, I have no change. I'm doing, but there is no change in me. Nobody can say that. Even a neophyte devotee like us, there will be some change in our life because the process is so strong. So that is the reason Krishna says that once you take the process, there will be change in your life. So even if you make an accidental mistake, you will be very repentant for it. And you will be very ashamed of it. And slowly you can improve also. When can we not improve? When we don't accept our fault. No, it was not my mistake. I didn't do anything. That is when we will never, there will be no change. But if I make a mistake and I understand this is my mistake and I really want to apologize for it and I really want to repent and improve, there will be. So generally in the life of devotee, that repentance is there. And it may not come today, tomorrow, but it will be there. So that is how it changes.
According to the Vedas, there is certain regulation that if one falls down from his exalted position, he has to undergo certain ritualistic process to purify himself. But since bhakti itself is a purifying process, it does not require any other rituals.
Yes. So in the Vedas, it is mentioned, if you make a mistake, you have to undergo through some kind of reformation, some kind of austerity to nullify our mistakes. So there is a process. For the smaller mistake, smaller, the bigger mistake, bigger. This is called prayashchit. Everybody has to undergo the prayashchit. I made this mistake, now I do prayashchit for it. But bhakti mein we don't have to do any separate prayashchit because bhakti process itself is purifying.
Therefore, the chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare should be continued without stoppage. This will protect a devotee from all accidental fall downs. He will thus remain perpetually free from all material contaminations.
Yes. So chanting is the best purification process. The best. Continuous chanting should be there. What we have to chant? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We have to continue chanting. And by chanting slowly, it will wash all the dirt in the heart, in consciousness, in our whatever the mistake made. Chanting is very potent and powerful. But at the same time, you should not make offenses against the holy name by committing sins and the strength of the holy name. We should not do that. I know that chanting is very powerful, so I can make mistake and cover up with the chanting. That should not be there. Accidental mistake. Every time, if there is an accidental mistake, chanting gives us the opportunity to overcome it. So Krishna says, who can all follow the bhakti? Is bhakti very difficult? Only the learned scholars can do it, or only a great background people, those who are devotee from their previous life only can do it. What qualification is there? If the bhakti is so important, if by performing the bhakti we can become dear to Krishna, then why everybody is not doing it? Because people do not know about it. So is there any special qualification that I can become dear to Krishna? No previous qualification is required. Everybody who comes to the process and surrender can become dear to Krishna. So here Krishna says that Mami partha vipashritya ye apishuya papayoneha sriyo vaishyas tatha shudra tepi yanti param gatem. O son of Pritha, those who take shelter in me, though they may be of lower birth, women, Vaishyas and Shudras can attain the supreme destination. So there is no pre-qualification required. Anybody can become devotee. Generally, for the Karma Kandi, you have to be Brahmana, or for Gyan Marg, you have to be at least be Brahmana. Shudra cannot read the scripture and to become a Gyani. But he can take the process of devotional service and read the glorification of Lord. Anybody can do it. So whether it's a Vaishya, like these communities are not very well versed with the scriptures and knowledge. But Krishna says even they can become my devotee. and they can attain the supreme destination. I had a family here and they were following the Jainism. So in their religion, so sometimes she hosts the program. So she said, in my religion, it says a woman can never get liberated. I said, why? She said, because so much attachment is there for the woman. Women are generally very emotionally attached to the things. And for liberation, you have to give up everything. You have to give up everything. Then only you will be liberated. So, only in my religion, it says that a woman can never be. You have to be born in the body of a man to be liberated. If you have got a body of a woman, you cannot be liberated. Whereas Krishna here says everybody can attain the supreme destination. You are lowest of the lowest, and we have the example also. We have the example of Shabri. Shabri was woman as well as illiterate. She got darshan of the Lord Ramachandra. Lord Ramachandra came to see Shabri. We have Kunti Maharani. We have Draupadi, best friend of Krishna. We have so many other Matajis, Anusuya. We have so many other, they were the great devotees of Krishna and they attained the perfection in their life. So Krishna does not discriminate. The best thing is, whether you are men, whether you are women, whether you are Brahmana, Vaishya, Kshatriya, Shudra, anybody who takes the shelter of Krishna, Krishna gives the complete protection to them.
Mataji,
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Now, I'm looking at this slide. First of all, it says sinful birth. And then it says lower birth. Women are Shakti. How can we be of lower birth? It doesn't make any sense. I've read this in so many places.
No, it is a God.
I don't understand. I'm not questioning.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they use these words when really...
No word of sinful. This thing, sinful does not mean that the woman is sinful. That actually does not mean this here. Even if it is a sinful, they can also attain Krishna. That is what it means.
Okay,
not
understood.
That these people are sinful. Not that these people are sinful, ki Vaishyas are sinful or woman is sinful or Shudra is sinful. Not that. Even people are sinful, they can also attain Krishna.
Right, so, but why do they say lower birth? I mean, in what way are women Vaishyas also lower birth?
No, lower birth, it is said only because in some of the places in the scripture, because of the nature of woman to be earlier, that is the difference between the Jnana Yoga and Karam Kanda and the Bhakti. That is what I'm exactly saying. When you are going to the process of Jnana Yoga, cultivation of knowledge, renouncing the home and going in the living in the forest and trying to just be alone. And for a woman, it is all very difficult. Cannot do that. Women are not made like that. In the Vedic culture, women are always given protection, either by the father or by the husband or by the son. They need protection because the women in their body, they need protection, they need care. Woman has some other strength. They have the strength of giving love and care to people, but they don't have that as physical strength, or they don't have the intellectual strength at so much, like in the sense ki cultivating knowledge and becoming like, you will say ki now women are cultivated everywhere. Don't talk about that. It is about the Vedic knowledge. So you will not find many women in the Vedic knowledge that they become like, there are some, of course, it's not that, but not many are there like that. So the Vedic culture teaches us the woman and men as a contemporary to each other. Men has some qualities and woman has some qualities, and they both are together and they are complete. The woman does not have the quality of that in those sense, in those line. But when you become devotee, you don't require those qualities. Anybody can become devotee. But if you see, like you understand in the manner, if I want to qualify certain things, then I have to have that qualification. But some other place, I don't require that qualification only. So for bhakti, we don't require these qualification. But if you are going to the Gyan Marg, if you are going to Dhyan Marg, you require those qualifications. In the bhakti, there is no qualification required. And Prabhupada always also says, one time the same question asked by one of the Prabhupada disciple. Prabhupada, why it is said that the women are low, this thing always? Prabhupada said, if you think you are a woman, then. If you so how do I explain it? When you think you are a woman means you are still in the conscious of the body. That is the reason it is said that woman has certain quality and men has certain quality. Otherwise, everybody is a servant of Krishna. In the Bhakti Marg, everybody is servant of Krishna, no matter whether you have a body of men or women. What is the difference? There is no difference.
Okay.
It is said that men may know more, but women, they understand more.
Yeah,
The men, they don't
understand more and see, it
they
is
can know more.
we are not talking about the modern days men and women. We are talking about in general, in the Vedic perspective, what the women and see, material knowledge we are not talking about. We are talking about the spiritual knowledge. So spiritual knowledge also women has more. So many women are there. They are doing so many wonderful things. But you think that I am a woman, I am a body, then you are restricted.
Okay.
Restricting yourself.
Okay.
Everybody is a part and parcel of Krishna and we are all trying to serve Krishna. Prabhupada has empowered women everywhere. Now women are pujari, women are initiating guru, women are taking classes, preaching, so many wonderful things women are doing. And Prabhupada was actually criticized for this. You are giving so much liberty to the women. Prabhupada said, anybody who wants to serve Krishna I accept. I don't care whether this is a man or woman because this is dress is different. Somebody is wearing the dress of a woman and somebody is wearing the dress of a man. What is the difference? If you are Krishna conscious, there is no difference between men and women.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji.
Yes.
The feminine minds, striyaha means feminine minds. That means deep affection and blinding attachments.
Yes. Yes.
They are blind in their attachments.
So sometime it is said that why the women are considered to be very this thing, because they are more emotional. Men are more rational by nature, by hormonal this thing, by their prakriti. Men are more rational, woman is more emotional. So we need both quotient in our life. We need the rational mind and also emotion.
Yeah.
So that's how they are complete. So it is not that role is making them low.
Yeah.
It is not that role is making them low. It is just that I have certain qualities and with that I can nurture. And he has certain quality, with that he can nurture. So there's no competition. In the Vedic, that is the reason in the Vedic life, they are contemporary to each other. They try to serve together. They try to function together. That is why it says men and women are like a two wheel of a motor. We need both. Yes.
Mataji, can I say something in this regard?
Yeah.
No, even like as we have said in the Jnana Kanda and all, women are not allowed to read the Vedas, no? They don't, that brahmacharya ashram is not there. They cannot read the Vedas. And they cannot do any homa also. If we see ritualistically also, they cannot do the ahudi and all. As we have said, like, because there are some restrictions in the Vedas, in the scriptures as such.
Yes, that is what, because you have to follow certain kind of Vedic life to perform those things. You have to be brahmacharya, you have to be having these kind of thing, you have to perform those much austerity. So karma kand mein there is a difference. Bhakti, there is no problem. You can do anything.
But nowadays there are female pujaris, priests are there, and they do get Upanayanam also nowadays.
Is it?
Yeah, in South India, Udupi, Mangalore, there are female priests are there and they get Upanayanam.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but you require that qualification. To do that, like you require Upanayanam, you require to do all those things. So you require. So if you have this, then you can perform. Yes.
It is clearly declared here by the Supreme Lord that in devotional service, there is no distinction between lower and the higher classes of people.
Chaturvarnyam Maya system, Guna Karma Vibhagasha. Krishna says this system is made based on the Guna and Karma. There is no caste system here. Not that Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Krishna divided by the caste system. No. He says Guna Karma Vibhagasha. You are according to your nature, where you are born, and according to your karma, you have been put in a particular category. Yes. Read.
Mataji, I have finished this. You have to the next one. In the material consumption of life, there are such division, but for a person engaged in transcendental devotional service to the Lord, they are not.
Yes. So in the material consumption of life, there are division, but engaged in devotional service, there is no differentiation.
Everyone is eligible for the supreme. I'm not able to read more than destination.
Everyone is eligible for supreme destination. Everybody is eligible. Krishna has opened his heart for everyone. And so many places he did also. Krishna has done this also. So he has opened his heart for everyone.
In Srimad Bhagavatam 2.4.18, it is stated that even the lowest, who are called Chandalas, dog eaters, can be purified by the association with the pure devotee. Therefore, devotional service and the guidance of a pure devotee are so strong that there is no discrimination between the lower and the higher classes of men. Anyone can take to it.
So even the lower birth, sometimes it is called by the people, those who are not following anything. They are not fit to follow the karmakanda process. They cannot perform the karmakanda because there has to be restriction. But bhakti, even they can do it. Chanting the name is open for everyone. Sometimes it is said Gayatri Mantra I am chanting. Gayatri Mantra also has a restriction. You have to be Brahman. You have to be having the Brahmanical thread to chant the Gayatri Mantra. Otherwise, you cannot chant Gayatri Mantra because it's a Vedic mantra. So Vedic mantra has a particular mode, particular note to pronounce, to chant. If you don't do in the meter, you don't do in the proper way, it has a different meaning. It will not work for you properly. So for the Vedic mantras, these restrictions are there. But chanting the Maha Mantra, following the devotional service, there is no restriction. That is the reason this process has been given for the Kali Yuga. I don't know how to pronounce. I may not chant properly. I may not know how to do it. But even if you do it faultily, also this mantra is okay. Because this is a special mantra for the Kali Yuga. People in the China, they don't have the word R. So how do they pronounce Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. That also Krishna accepts. So this is the special mercy for the people in the Kali Yuga. They can do anything. When do we chant? Anytime you can chant. How do we chant? Try to chant it, pronouncing properly. Even if you do not do it, it's okay. If I chant on this time, yes, you can chant in the night, you can chant in the morning, you can chant in the afternoon, you can chant in the periods, you can chant on some person has died in the family, you can chant on the road, you can do any time. That's the reason name should be chanted all the time. But Vedic mantras, we cannot do that. There has a restriction. You can do it, but we will not get the desired result. That is the reason they are not very potent in the Kali Yuga. Because we are not following the system. Mantras are potent, but we are not following the proper system. But there is no problem. So he says ki anybody can, Hare Krishna. Anybody can chant, even the stree, lower born, or any dog eater, or anybody can take the benefit. Kshatriya, Brahmana, anybody can do this and get the benefit. Then Krishna says, what to speak about the qualified people? Kim punar brahmana punya bhakta rajrashya tatha anityam asukham lokam imam prapya bhajasvama. How much more this is to be of the righteous Brahmanas, the devotees and the saintly king. Therefore, having come to this temporary miserable world, engage in loving service unto me. He said, he was talking to Arjuna. He said, anybody can chant. What to talk about you? You are such a sincere. You are born in the Kshatriya family. You are very qualified. And the righteous Brahmana, devotee, saintly king, if they chant, they will also get the same benefit, more benefit. So therefore, having come to this temporary miserable world, anityam asukham lokam. Asukham. Krishna again here says, Asukham. This loka, there is no sukh. Anityam. This is temporary and there is no permanent sukh here. He says, so there is, you can engage yourself. How can we become happy in this Asukham world? How can we become happy in the temporary world? By taking shelter of me. Krishna gives the process. This word is not designed properly. It is dukhalaya shashvatam. But still you can be happy. Imam prapya bhajasvama. If you remember me, if you do devotion, you can be happy. That is the reason we see devotee of the Lord is always happy. They never sulk. They have no problem in their life. It's not that they don't have problems. Problems are there in their life, but they're still happy. That is the qualification of the devotee. They're not sad for anything. Everything what happens in their life, they are very happy about it. Oh, it's okay. This is also good. Krishna's mercy. Krishna's mercy. I remember when I joined in very, very new devotee, I was maybe 1 year older one. And I went one devotee, senior devotee's house, and he was trying, he had his finger was like completely swollen. I said, Prabhu, what happened to your finger? He started smiling. Nothing, Mataji. Just I was nailing I wanted to put some picture. I was nailing the thing and the hammer came on my hand. I said, oh, Prabhu, so much. No, Mataji, Krishna's mercy, everything is fine. Then I was a new person. I said, how it is Krishna's mercy? You got so much hurt, so much pain should be there. Oh, I'm burning some karma. Some karma has gone. Some karma I have burned by getting this. Krishna is so merciful. I just got this. How people are talking. And genuinely, it is not that he was making it out. He was genuinely saying that. So this is how devotees are. Whatever happens in their life, it's Krishna's mercy. So they are happy. Acceptance is there. And genuine acceptance is there. Okay, Krishna is taking care of me. Whatever he does is good for me. That is the reason Krishna takes special care of his devotees. Because they will not ask anything from Krishna. They will never say, Krishna, make things all right for me. Never ever say, how much ever difficulty they'll go, they'll never say, Krishna, make it all right for me. Why you are not doing it? No. Okay, you want to be keep like this? Okay, I'm okay with this also. Then Krishna becomes bewildered. What, this person is not taking anything from me, is going through so much problem. Why is not asking? Why is not doing it? Okay, let me go and do something for it. This is how Krishna consciousness works.
In this material world, there are classification of people, but after all, this world is not a happy place for anyone. It is clearly stated here, Anityam Ashukam Lokam. This world is temporary and full of miseries, not habitable for any sane gentleman. This world is declared with the Supreme Personality of Godhead to be temporary and full of miseries.
Dukhalayam shashvatam. So nobody can be happy. That's the reason all the acharyas, all the scriptures, they said, don't try to make things happy for here because you can never make it happy. One problem, then another, then the next, then the next, then the next. Well, the whole, if we see our life also, the whole life we are just trying to make it comfortable for me. Is the problem over now? 50, 60 years we are doing the same thing. Is the problem over? No. It's just changing from one to another. Maybe one problem is solved, then the next problem comes. It is defined as a dukhalaya shashvata. Krishna says it is not a place for you to live. That is the reason you come back to me. That place is happy place. You come back to me and stay with me in my abode. That is a happy place for you. But we are such a fools. But in the problems also, we are, if somebody asks, how are you? I'm happy. Very nice. I'm so happy. 100 things are going on. Yesterday, I was talking to one of my friends and I was just saying that People look so like in like when you talk to the people on their face, they look like they show off in their Facebook status, their Instagram status, very happy. But what is happening in their life, we do not know. Sometimes husband and wife ka Facebook page and Instagram page looks so attractive, and in the real life they have like struggle and fight every single day. So artificial life it is actually. Unless and until we can become devotee, we cannot be happy. If we really want to be happy, we have to become devotee.
This world is temporary, but there is another world which is eternal. This world is miserable, but the other world is eternal and blissful. Devotional service of the Supreme Lord is the only process by which all problems of all classes of men can be solved. Everyone should therefore take to Krishna consciousness and make this life perfect.
But see, the problem is that, so we'll conclude this first. The conclusion of the essence of the chapter is now, what does Krishna want? Everybody. This shloka we should learn. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi yuktavyam atmanam matparayanaha. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi yuktavyam atmanam matparayana. So he says that, Krishna, so ultimately what you should do, engage your mind always in thinking about me. Man mana bhav mad bhakto. You become my devotee. Your man mana. Fix your mind upon me. Always thinking about me. Madhyaji mam namaskuru. Become my devotee. Mad bhakto. Become my devotee. Madhyaji mam. Offer obeisances unto me. Mame vaishyasi yuktevyam. By doing this, by being completely absorbed in me, atmanam matparayana, you will become like me. You will come to me. This is how is the process which Krishna is giving. And this is open for all. Nobody can say, I cannot do this. We have to understand the purpose of life. We have to understand why we have taken birth. And we have to understand this analytical study of Bhagavad Gita. What for it is, why I am struggling here. I have done so many things in my life just to become happy. Not only we have made money, sometimes we go to Babaji's also to become happy. Sometimes I wear ring to become happy. Sometimes I go and take this thing from people just to become happy. My cousin, yesterday I was talking to my cousin, and his son is very young, like my son age only. And she said, you know, my son has learned the astrology now. Or there is some app, she said, Astro, some app is there. She says, yeah, 2 months or 3 months he learned, or 6 months probably he learned some astrology. And he says he goes online on the app and so many people are following him. And he said, there are so many people from your Dubai and Qatar and other places also. I said, everybody is struggling in their life. They want some solution of their problems. Some solution to the problem. And these people, what they will tell you, the person who has learned the 6 months astrology, what he can tell you? Maximum he can tell you the problem. He has no solution for your problems. No solution for your problem. They don't have any solution. Maximum to maximum, if they're very good also, they can tell you the problem is this. What is the solution? Solution is only sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshishyami ma shuchah. I will remove all the sinful reaction from your life. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo. Whatever sinful act we have done, everything Krishna said, I will remove. I will protect. Kaunte bati jane name bhakta pranashyati. You go and declare, my devotee will not perish. Krishna is giving so much assurance, we are not listening, and we are going to some Babaji and he is telling me something to do and I am ready to do that, giving thousands and thousands of rupees to them. Where is my intelligence? People are cheating me, making money. And she said, he is charging per minute. If you take the consultation for 20 minutes, this much you will be charged. Every minute, because it's online, so it's a charge by minute. What solution he has? You have faith, You means not you. I'm not saying. People have faith in that person who doesn't know anything, but people do not have faith in Krishna. Krishna is going and shouting and declaring it that my devotee never perishes. You come, I will protect you. Become my devotee. You will come back to me. You will become happy. You will become peaceful. We don't have faith in Krishna. But we have faith in all these people over here. That's the reason Prabhupada said, if you want to be cheated, you will be cheated. There are so many cheaters available. If you want to be cheated, you will go to the cheater zone. Prabhupada says that. Once somebody asked Prabhupada, if somebody else comes, so many rush is there in your classes, very few people are there, limited number of people are there. If some other is there, there's a big, huge rush. Prabhupada was very witty and he says, I am a diamond merchant. Everybody does not have the price to pay for a diamond. So when you come to ISKCON, when you have to learn that you have a regulation that you chant, automatically, we don't say you go and give donation, you go in the sense for solving your problems. We don't say you give money for this. We say you just chant. Live a regulated life. Automatically all the problems will be solved. That is what it is. Nobody asks for any money for doing anything or making my life more and more comfortable. Just chant, take the name of the Lord, follow the instruction of Krishna. Automatically everything will be okay in your life, free of cost. This 9th chapter completely teaches us about initially we learned that who is Mahatma. Maybe today is not time. This is a very important chapter. Next class also when we'll do the full summary of the 9th chapter and go ahead with the 10th chapter. Is there any question from your side, your comment, your realization, your suggestion?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes.
What you said the last is, everybody wants instant gratification.
Correct.
When it concerns Bhagavan के द्वार पर देर है अंधेर नहीं. ठीक है, लेकिन इनको तो अभी चाहिए. So yes. That's why they go after even people.
The reason of this, people are there in the market to give you the instant things.
Yes. Yeah.
Correct.
Mataji, I have a question. See, you were just mentioning about chanting of this mantras, and you said you by walking or any time you can chant the mantras. There was this opinion which I'd heard from some people. What they say is that when you are chanting mantras, you need to be focused on, God and take his name. Like, you should think of him and then take the name and then chant. So is it that way the right way, or you can just chanting, because see, like if I have to say if I'm traveling,
there is no hard and fast rule in the name. Tatrarpita nimitta smarane kalaha, Krishna says. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lekin, now what all holy name can give you? Holy name can remove your problems. Holy name can bring auspicious in your life. Holy name can bring happiness in your life. Holy name can also give you Krishna prem. If you need to get the Krishna prem from the holy name, then you have to be doing attentive chanting.
Yeah, because I follow the attentive chanting and I love it, and I just want, now that you said that.
Course, no. What I'm saying, attentive chanting is the only thing we should do it, because we want to attain Krishna. But the thing is, if there is no niyam, even if you're not doing attentive, inattentive also there is a result.
Right.
It's not that inattentive chanting will not give you. Ajamila story. Ajamila called his son only. He did not even take the name of the Lord. Narayan, when he was stealing, he was just calling the son. He was rescued. He was not given Krishna's abode, but he was rescued. Right. The holy name is, it says, Bhao Kubahu Alakal Sahu Nam Japat Mangal Dishchahu. Whether you are chanting with the attentive, inattentive, sometime to tease somebody, sometime to make fun of people, also you are taking the name of the Lord. It is good. But of course, it is not the best. The best way to do is to sit in a place, dedicate your time, because now you are aware. Now when I'm chanting the holy name, I am connecting with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So I have to be careful. I should be very attentive. I should try to hear his name very nicely. And that will give you that will change your heart very quickly. Inattentive chanting will take very, very long time to change your heart. It will start bringing auspiciousness in your life, but your heart will not be changed with inattentive chanting. With attentive chanting, there will be change in the heart.
Right, Mataji.
So there is a benefit of inattentive chanting also. But attentive chanting is the best way to do it. So not that, okay, I just do it. That is again an like very casual way of doing it. So we should be very, very sincere in taking the holy name. We should be very focused. We should be very like hearing the holy name, sitting in a place. Respect. When you are chanting, Lord says, I dance on your jiva. I dance on your tongue. So when the Lord is with me, I have to be very careful, very respectful. So with this mode, we chant very nicely. But what I'm trying to say, even if you don't chant nicely, also there is this thing.
Yes, yes.
Some result
Okay.
you get.
Sure,
Paap
Mataji.
karma and also Krishna removes just like that. What is difficult to get is love. Paap karma will be removed. Auspiciousness will, all this is very easily Krishna gives to everyone. Getting the love of Krishna is the hardest thing. That comes through the attentive chanting, very, very sincere, surrendered. Then love of Godhead comes in the heart.
Got it, Mataji. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Yes. 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 So Prabhuji is giving his expert comment. According to Vedic culture, Varnashram Dharma, men and women are equal but not the same. Nowadays, we think equal means same. I am same like you. We are equal, but we are not same. We have a different kind of constitution, different kind of thinking, different kind of, like the bodily requirement is different for the men and women. Intellectual, this thing is different for the men and women. That does not make women less. They are equal, but they are not same. Yes. Actually, Vedic culture where woman has been given so much respect always. It was, I think, few hundred years ago when the others came and they started disrespecting the woman. Then women become very like intolerant, and then they can no, I should also, because they were exploited. Otherwise, Vedic culture where woman has been always given so much respect. Okay, thank you again. See you all next week. So please read this 9th chapter this week. Go through, this is a very important chapter. I would rather request you all at least go through the one or two shloka, read every day. And then you may come up with some more questions and some more points, which maybe I have missed in the classes. So let's try to share next week some your realization about the 9th chapter in the next session. Okay, Hare Krishna.